Subhi. Subhi is an Arabic name. It means my morning.
She was inspired by the name Subhi because I think there was a guy who was really kind to her. That goes for like that name. So initially she was like, my first baby I'll call Subhi. That is if she gets married and gives birth to a son. Turns out her first baby is the business.
I started Subhi when I came back from Kuwait because I used to work there. And that was after the Corona period. So my plan was to go back to Kuwait. I was not planning on staying here. So things didn't happen the way I wanted them to be. And I could not go back when I wanted. Hi, I'm Aisha, a fashion student. I'm the founder of Subhi Store. We mostly deal with bags, tote bags, and we would love to venture into clothes soon. But for now, we're just doing the bags as we are still, young. As I was young, I'd never thought I would actually venture into fashion. Maybe the thought of being a model had crossed my mind, but being a Muslim, it was like, nah, there's no way you can even think about it. It's just like I thought you're a kid, and then you're like, nah, because it can't happen. So yeah, just that. But funny enough, was that when I was growing up, I wanted to be a lawyer or a journalist. I did neither. I actually did something very different in uni. And then as I was in uni and discovering as a teenager, what I wanted is not what I would get in the market. Like I didn't know my body type at that time. So I would feel insecure in some things that my friends were wearing. I'm like, I think it would look better if it was this way. If it was this way, then I'm like, I think it's better if I start making my own clothes. So that's when it came about.
I think what inspired Aisha to design and make the bags as the brand Subhi Store initially was because whenever she goes to the tailor, she never gets exactly, she asks for a design, but she never gets to do what she asked for. So she's like, okay, I know what's in my mind. I may as well do it and see if I can manage it. So it started small, small. At the beginning, she started with something like pillowcases, cushion covers, and kids' clothes. So I don't, with time, she started growing into the bags section. So she was like, let me try tote bags. The first ones were okay, pretty okay. But with time, she grew and passion grew as well, I think.
Those people where I need to have a purpose as to why I'm doing something. So in Samsung, I used to be like, okay, now I don't think I want to be in because I got into the technical part of it. We were doing repairs and everything. So I was working with the technicians. So I did not find myself there. I'm like, this is not what I would want to do years to come. So I need to do something to change. So that's when I started. I went for like 2-3 weeks for tailoring classes, just so that I can get the gist of how a machine works. Then I bought the machine ili ya kukanyaga, so that I can start nini from home. Reached my first baby. This is the one that I learned with, and I started the whole journey of Tisoh with this. And this is the current baby that is working for me. My special ironing and cutting, even though it's not enough for cutting, sometimes I use the floor for cutting. Yeah, that's my small workshop for now, and I'm hoping it's going to be bigger. And then eventually, that is when I started the cushions. I'm like, what can I make that I can sell? Because I'm not good at making clothes. I started making the cushions. When I started making money from it, I just put my Samsung job. Then I started working at home at that time and making cushions. As the business grew, it was not growing that much. When I grew pole pole. And then I needed more income, definitely, because, I'm like, my sister was in Kuwait. So that's how I actually thought of even going there. Then she looked for a job for me there. I was doing retail in a women's boutique. So I went there immediately. I went in 2018 December. So 2018 December 19, COVID hit. And then 2020, I was still working there. So it was not bad because some people had lost jobs, but fortunately for us, we were still working. We were only on lockdown for like 1-2 months. We were still getting paid even half. So surviving was not hard. And then once I got there, and then my purpose thing came up again, because I'm like, okay, now I'm selling clothes. I've gone to uni. This is what I want to do. Because it's not easy changing jobs in Kuwait. You cannot just wake up one day and be like, this job is go, let me look for something else. No. Because when you go there, the person you're working for has your residency. Your residency permit is under their name. They have to agree to let you go to work for somebody else. Otherwise, itabidi umerudi and then you process your new visa. So I got another job because her job nimefika mahali. I'm like, I'm not growing anymore. I had reached up to the top place that I could go, and I'm like, I'm still young. I need more experience. As in, if anything happens, I need to have more yani experience in paper. So I got another job just nearby, and then she refused to transfer my visa for me. And she was pissed that amenileta. So at that visa process, it took so long, so you just have to go back and then nirudi huko. Mind you, that is like after COVID, like 2021. But still, Kuwait had very strict rules around new visas. They were not processing new visas unless you've gone and come back under the same visa you just come. But a new one walikuwa wamefunga. Especially since you're from Africa. Like, when umetuletea mpaka na ugonjwa zingine. So when I came, the new company could not have gotten me the visa in time.
My favorite. The people walking around without this. I'll say my proudest moment is when she was proud of herself. Because sometimes, you doubt yourself at times. They're tough. Maybe the designs are not what the clients or the market wants. So disappointment and the fans can come and go. So, when it reaches a point where the person is proud of himself, means they still believe in themselves even when they face challenges.
Canvas ile nzito ya white nyingine. Hamwezi leta black yake.
Si ni the same na hizi. Ni venye video sema tu.
Hii actually, most of my learning is from YouTube. Most of the things that I know I've learned from YouTube. It's not hard. Uzuri, there are people who have detailed tutorials on YouTube. So what you can do is you watch. Normally, what I do, I'll watch like 5-6 different videos, because you cannot get from one video what you want. Like if I like the pocket in this video, I'll get the pocket from this one, and then I'll get the zip from another one. There you go. With school, it has helped me with, because it was very short, and like 4 months. It has helped me with the pattern drafting. That is why I went for it. So that if I want to design a bag, I can think of where to even start with the pattern. With YouTube, wameshakupatia already. Like, this is the bag we are making, so this is what. My proudest moment since I finished my degree up until my fashion design journey is that one is the courage to actually start the course and do something that I would like to, take up as a career path, despite having my own degree and being at a job at that time. It was a very bold move on my side. I'm actually proud of that. The second one is opening the first shop that I had when I only had a sewing machine and like five or 4 materials that I had gone to the combine and just gotten the videos and the fiber. Nah, I didn't even have a table, so I had to get the table at that time. With time, not even the first time. So I used to cut my fabrics on the floor. If I didn't have the need to start then, I don't think I buy a bigger machine, but I would have, believed that I could do something. Yes. Clinz and Harns. This is my designer. And you can also get your embroidery done. What? What I would like the viewers to get from this as an encouragement or any motivation, whether it is in this field or any other field, is go for it and start now. Start now, start with what you have. So start now, make mistakes, let people critique your work, as in alafu you learn from it and then move. Yes. Don't wait.